Jah Power. Now y'all know how the people be down there in the comments talking crazy. Well, I had two people yesterday trying to argue me down. You see what I'm saying about Black history and African history. You see what I'm saying? And I was asking that they kept, but we great though, King. Well, how's you great without Africa? You see what I'm saying? How's you great? Because you keep saying that you great. But you can't even tell me how you great. You just keep saying that you great. Now, I know y'all done heard this before, okay? Because we are great people. We are great people, okay? See, that's the reason they won't teach y'all the history. You see what I'm saying? Dr. Clark said it's because we got some that they can't deal with, okay? On a psychological level. They just can't deal with it, okay? And so, if you put African history up against all the rest of the history on Earth, okay, we'll be going, forever with African history. That's just how long that it is. These people history short, it'll run out. All they can show you with them 4 presidents wearing them goofy wigs, okay? Period. And so that's don't incite black children. You wonder why they don't want to go to school? Because they don't want to see that all day, okay? Looking goofy. They don't want to learn about them. They want to learn about themselves. That's a natural process, okay? But how's you great without Africa? We great because of the Igbo, the Akan, the Zulu, okay? The Nubians, the ancient Egyptians. That's why we great. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to take, the Nook. You see what I'm saying? The Sahara. You're going to have to go do research on all them regions individual. Now, I got bought in through African continents, through ancient Egypt. Okay, so it made it easier for me to study each one of them cultures. Okay, because you seen it, laid out with a blueprint. Okay, all African, tribes, okay, used to live in the Nile Valley. Okay, the original 42, like the 42 laws of Mayat. Okay, it's 42 counties on the Nile. Okay, which was 42 different tribes. This was the only time that I know of that African people, okay, was one. Was one. Yeah, it was many tribes, but they were one. Okay, they was working towards all the same objectives, whether they was the Hama, the Omo, you see what I'm saying? Whichever one, okay, the Browns, whichever one, you see the Zulu. If you go ask the Zulu, they'll tell you they come from ancient Egypt, okay? And so, because they think when we get to talk about African history, that we out here, fantasizing and romanticizing about Africa. Okay, hell nah, that's just how ill the history is. See what I'm saying? That's just how ill the history is, because they got to talking with, Black Panther 1 came out. Oh man, it's fictitious, but we got a history that's greater than anything that Disney or Hollywood could ever come up with. That's why they won't show real African history. You see what I'm saying? You know what they do in them university? They give y'all that watered down shit. That's what they give y'all. That's what they give you. But how is you great without Africa? See, you can't be great without Africa. See, what they try to do is give African history, you see, to some magical, invisible Indians. You see what I'm saying? That they not, okay? That they not. And the whole wide world know who the African American is. That's just a fact. Okay, so everybody is not like y'all. We know our history. You see what we know our history. You see what I'm saying? Again, you talk about, Mona Matapa. You see what I'm saying? Great Zimbabwe. You see what I'm saying? That's what make us great. See what I'm saying? The great civilizations of the Nile Valley. You see, that stretch 4,000 miles into inner Africa. That's what make us great. See what I'm saying? This brother and this sister, I'm hesitant to call them that, but couldn't even tell me how is you great. You know what they did? They started talking. They stopped dead, let me know off the real, you don't know your history. You see what I'm saying? You don't know your history. You see what I'm saying? Don't come to King Jah Power with something you don't repeat it this goofy done said, and we done debunked this fat boy. You see what I'm saying? Fat boy. We done debunked him 2-3 years ago. Okay, nobody believes that no more. You don't even see him up here. Okay, that's why I just laid off for him a little bit with the little drones or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? It's still trying to roam around here. I'm gonna be done pop one of them over the head in a minute with a tomahawk. Okay, see what I'm gonna snatch they bow and arrow from them and shoot their ass with it. You see what I'm saying? So how is you great without Africa? Okay, how? Okay, what you ain't realizing, Africa is your greatness. Africa is your greatness. Okay, so all of that, ask anybody that out there, okay, that be hearing them goofies hate on Africa, okay, but then they turn around and say that they are great people and they, you know, we exclusive and all of that. Ask them how is you? Oh man, we had civil rights. We had civil rights. You get out of here, goofy. What did you talk about some civil rights? Tell me how is you great without Africa? You can't even do it. You see what you can't even do it. Show it to me. Tell me about it. Well, we built a school and a museum in 400 years. That's all you got done. You see what I'm saying? Tell me how is you great without Africa? Because Black American history started with the slave trade. And don't lie, 99.9% of y'all, okay, believe that your history started right there. You don't know the history before the slave trade. You see what I'm saying? All you, man, we got brung on some boats from Africa and they dropped us off in Virginia and Georgia and South Carolina. And then we spread out through the South and then we went up north. You know, we fought in the Civil War. See what I'm saying? That's the type of thing that they'll tell you, but we are great people, okay? Not understanding on how to tell me and explain how is you great. You see what I'm saying? Man, we was in the Civil War. See what we got civil rights. You see what I'm saying? This is what we had the Black Panthers. Everything that you told me about, you know, us as Africans in America, on how we great. Everything that you told me, that's a failure. Black should not be going into these people military fighting for, and I just done a video on it, and I know it made some of y'all mad, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. You see? Where they forcing them to go into the military, chaining them up, you know, half time they ain't even getting no gun. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, black man shouldn't be going into their military, period. We fighting to stay on the bottom. Get out of here, goofy. I ain't dying to stay on the bottom. 200,000 Africans, Americans, men died in the damn Civil War. In one war. You see what I'm saying? 200, man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. And so, you know, they tell me that, you know, we got civil rights. Well, that was a failure. Everybody got civil rights. It wasn't black rights. That's what we should have said, black rights. And I still see that black people in America have a problem with just straight up saying we need something straight up for black people. We don't want no attachments to it. Okay, no candy dangling down there. Okay, no Skittle, no nothing. You see what exclusively, unapologetically black. See? Them, you know, the Black Caucus, they won't get up there. They'll say we need it for black people, minorities, they say brown people, minorities. They say everything but black. Then they'll throw black at the end. That's why you can't get nothing. You always put yourself damn last. See what I'm saying? But tell me, King Jah Power, right? How's you great without Africa? Explain it to us. Explain it to us and watch how stupid they sound. Everything that we've done in America, yet so far, has been a failure. Show me the win. Where the win at? Where the wins that we done had in America? See? You great. You great because of the Dogon. You see what I'm saying? You great because of the Zulu. You great because of the Icon and the Igbo, Kemet. You see what I'm saying? Nubia, Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? The Congo. That's why you great. That's why you great. See? And all the great elders that came before us. See, we got a little saying. We say we stand on the shoulders of the elders. That means they up everything that they done taught us, it's on us now. See? It's on us now. We holding them up, they holding us up. See? But we can't, the moment we stray away from the path, they gonna drop us on our ass. See? They gonna drop us because anybody that's out here and you don't know that you were African, you better learn. You better learn it, because I told y'all, you know, which I'm going to do a video on in a minute, so I ain't even going to spoil it. Tell me how is you great without Africa. What you need to realize is that Africa is your greatness. Chop out.